It's me again. I'm filming from my brand new selfie stick, so things might get a little weird. I'm still adjusting the angle, but whatever. This is an important, very important video for people who are about to come to Japan. I know from my company there's a new there's a new batch of people coming in 2 weeks, and then there's also the end of summer arrivals. So this should help you guys out, mainly for Jamaicans, because I'm Jamaican, so I'm gonna be, focusing most of what I have to say towards them. I don't know what to tell others to bring. So yes, this is what to bring to Japan when you're finally moving to Japan and fulfilling your dream of going to Japan. Now listen carefully. Some people may disagree with some of the things I have to say, but it's worked for me, so maybe it will work for you too. Okay, so let's start with the top 5 things you need to remember to bring. Okay, it's not that these things aren't in Japan, they're just hard to find, and most of you are going to some boondock places, like country or out there or away from stores that have Western brands, which most of you depend on so much, including myself. So here's the top 5 things you need to remember to bring. Number 1, deodorant. Now, I don't know, there's some scientific research has gone into this, but apparently Japanese people don't sweat as much, or they have smaller pores, so they don't smell as much. I don't know. Fabulous for them, not great for us, because the formulas in their deodorants aren't really antiperspirants. They're more light scented, because Japanese people really don't like strong scents. So if you're a Westerner and you sweat a lot, and right now it's crazy humid and hot, so you really want to bring some deodorant that's effective for you. So please remember to bring antiperspirant deodorant. And Jamaicans, I know you love the roll-on business, but some roll-on really smells too strong. Like, it's not gonna work here. So you need to think of getting some unscented deodorant, or lighter smells, not the strong ones. Because if you're coming here to teach and you're in a classroom, you can't be bending over to the students and that strong roll-on smell is just in their face. They'll just die. So don't bother. Recommendations: I use Arm & Hammer Sport, which isn't too bad, and it's an antiperspirant, so it works fabulously. But yes, remember to bring deodorant, because you're not going to find the brands here as easily as if you were home. Okay, the other thing is toothpaste. Now you will find Western brand toothpaste. Yes, you'll find them, like Aquafresh. I see Aquafresh here all the time, but it won't have fluoride. Now, I've heard different theories with this. I haven't spoken to an actual Japanese person who can explain it to me, but apparently something about throat cancer and fluoride and yada yada yada. So bring your toothpaste. I use Colgate with fluoride and cavity prevention and whatever else. I brought 3 boxes with me. I've gone through, it's been about 3 months, and I've gone through 1 already, so I really should have brought more. So if you can bring bring 4 boxes of fluoride. If you plan to go home within a year or after a year and a couple months, then 4 boxes should last you. If not, ask your parents to send you a care package. With the deodorant also, I bought 6, which should last me until I go back to Jamaica next year. So bring enough, okay? That can take up space in your suitcase. The other thing is, where are we? Number 3? Yes, we did 1, deodorant, 2, toothpaste, 3, season appropriate clothing. Okay, now don't let your Jamaican family members say, oh, you're going to a country with winter, make sure you bring the winter gear. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't let them pack you up with winter gear unless you're coming in March. Now, when I arrived in March, it was just between spring and winter. So in Wakayama, it was cold, but it wasn't snowing. And, you know, light sweaters and things like that were really great to have. However, I have friends who were in North Japan where it was snowing and ridiculous. So if you're coming in March, bring some winter clothes. So you might have to take a trip over to North America and get some end of season sales from there and get some winter clothes. Just come prepared if you're going to North Japan. If you're going to Southern Japan, like Wakayama, the Kansai region, further south, Fukuoka, you should be all right with some light sweaters. That's for March. If you are coming in 2 weeks, you're going to be hot. If you're coming in at the end of like August, early September, you're going to be melting. So bring season appropriate clothing. Trust me, you always see me in my t-shirt around my house because it's hot and it's airy, you know, airy. So please bring season appropriate clothes. And also you have to remember, in Japan, they're not about showing the boobies and a lot of cleavage. So you have to bring V-neck t-shirts to go around town in. Not loose fitting ones, not suck on ones, because you'll be sweating. It's really hot. So you need something that's airy and light and will get the breeze under you. So V-neck t-shirts, circle, round neck t-shirts that are loose fitting or light, or camis. If you're gonna bring camis, make sure they're covering up. You don't want to be all out in there. So and then I don't see a lot of people with spaghetti straps. I have a bunch of them because that's all I wore in Jamaica. And I've been too afraid to wear them because I don't want to offend anyone, you know, here in people's country. But just try and wear some t-shirts. Bring some, you know, those cheap basic shirts. Just bring some of those. And you can also wear them to work if you layer them. So, you know, try and do that. Jeans always work. Skirts. Listen, girls, they love skirts here. Skirts are so cute and so in, and I'm not really a fan of skirts. Bring skirts that fall just below the knee or even longer. What else? Light cotton shirts, work tops. They finally told me I don't have to wear suits anymore. Oh, that's the thing. Your company might tell you to initially bring suits for meetings with important persons with the BOE, or with the company meetings. So bring suits. Like you can bring 2 jackets, 2 black skirts, 3 work pants, black. Try and stick with black because black goes with anything else. So you can just alternate with the top. But for me, what has worked is 3 pairs of black pants, 2 pairs of black skirts, and a bunch of just tops that I rotate. So you don't have to buy a whole wardrobe of work clothes, especially here, because the teachers here, they wear the same clothes every week. They don't care. It's not like Jamaica where it's a fashion show every day. So don't worry about that at all. So just don't bring too much clothes. No, bring clothes, especially if you're not a small person like me, because I can go into a store anywhere here and get any size I need. It's so amazing, because back home they didn't have sizes for me, which was just ridiculous, because you can't tell in video, but I'm a tiny person. So if you're bigger, bring clothes. Pack your bag with a lot of clothes then. I haven't tried online shopping, so I don't know how the sizes work, but I have gone into a couple stores. They have malls with Western companies that have larger sizes. So if you're bigger than like 5'2" like me, then you don't have to worry too much, but it depends where you go also. So bring clothes, because that's what you need to focus on. What to bring is to bring season appropriate clothes and clothes that fit you, and don't waste time with other stuff. Okay, the other thing, where am I? Like, have I reached 5 yet? 5. Yes, I think I'm at 5. Bring pictures of family members. I mean, you can see right there, I have pictures of my mommy, my daddy, my friends. I should go and put up more. I mean, these things help to deter the homesickness that you might feel. So bring stuff like that to remind you of home, and so you know it's not far away. And the best thing about living in this world of technology is you have Skype, so it feels like you haven't left. I mean, that's what mommy keeps saying to me. It's like I haven't left because we Skype all the time. So you shouldn't be feeling too homesick, but you know, little touches like bringing pictures of your family members really helps. And this is a bonus because I think I've gone past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For ladies, you won't find your makeup here. I'm not into makeup really. So, but I have noticed that the makeup for dark skin girls doesn't exist here, of course, because Japan is a word for it, mono something another country. So why would they cater to you? So what you need to do is remember to bring enough makeup to last you a year or however long you're staying, and also hair care products. I made sure to get hair oil because I haven't seen that around really, so it's a good thing I brought my own. 2 tubs should last you. Then again, I don't know, I don't put that much chemicals in my hair. Shampoo, I don't think you have to worry about shampoo because I have natural hair. This is dreadlocks, cute style today. And I found a shampoo here that really, it doesn't dry out my hair, it moisturizes it, so you don't have to worry about shampoo too much. So you can avoid putting that in to pack up space with your suitcase. So that's what to bring. Shoes. Oh, this is a tough one. If you have giant feet and are a tall person, bring your shoes. Bring enough shoes. Yes, bring enough shoes. I can't say that enough because the sizes, I'm a large size here, which is incredible because I have a size 7 foot because I'm short. So bring enough work shoes. At my school, you don't have the thing where when you go into classrooms you have to take off shoes, or when you enter the school you have to take off shoes. Only special rooms you have to take off shoes, and you can just wear cheap Daiso slippers in there. So I just bought a pair of slippers for 150 yen, and that's what I wear in those special rooms. So I don't have to bring, and I only have one school, so I don't have to bring a whole bunch of shoes to switch into. But if I'm playing in the gym, I do have to have a special sneakers for that. So at the moment, I think I have about 5 pairs of shoes that I rotate all the time. But I got the sneakers and some other walk-around shoes here. So, but again, my shoe size can be found here. So if you have big feet, say 8 up or 9 up, bring enough shoes. Bring 2 pairs of sneakers, one for walking around and one that you'd use inside. Bring 2 pairs of work shoes. Try and stick with black. Don't wear heels. That's in the do not part, but I'll just tell you here, no heels. Bring comfortable shoes that you can walk around in around the campus. Okay, I know you Jamaican ladies, you're into this whole dress up for work thing. You don't have to dress up for work here. Don't bother. What else? Size 2 pairs of work shoes and I guess slippers, you know, house slippers. But if you have large feet, bring shoes. Focus on bringing shoes. Top 5 things: deodorant, toothpaste, season appropriate clothing, culturally appropriate clothing also, pictures of family members, and the makeup. Oh, that was 5. This is why I don't do lists with numbers. I always lose track. Okay, whatever. And now let's discuss the things you can leave behind and not worry about. Number 1, don't bring heels. I mean, when you go to the major cities, and sometimes around my smaller town, these ladies are wearing these ridiculously high heels that they cannot walk in, but they rock them because they think they look so cute. And you know, they do look cute minus the wobbly and about to fall on their asses. So they wear heels. But you have to remember, you're not driving, and if you're driving, there's going to be limited parking for you everywhere. So you're going to have to walk far distances in heels. So don't bother bringing heels. I brought heels because I like my heels and I didn't want to leave them at home lonely, but now they're just here not doing anything. And I don't know, unless I take them in a bag and then go to the club and change, they won't be worn because if you're taking a train, you have to run from one train to connect with the other train in heels, and you're gonna drop on your ass. So don't bother with the whole heap of heels. Save space in your suitcase. Bring one pair or something, but don't bother with the whole heap of heels. Trust me. What was the other one? Let me look at my list. The ominagi, the gifts that you bring for people that they tell you to bring from home. Don't bother with it. If you check my other blogs, you'll see my happy blog about how I got all my gifts and I was ready to hand them out. I haven't handed out half of those things. I haven't handed out the postcards or the little pictures. Because there was no opportunity to do it, so I didn't bother. So I have a bunch of those. You know what was great, however? The teas. That was a great idea from someone in a group, the Jamaicans in Japan group that I was in. Bring tea. If you want to bring gifts from home for your schools, tea works. Not a lot of people bring tea, but it's a good gesture. And if you have a lot of schools, like some people have 7 schools, which is crazy, then tea works because tea is cheap in Jamaica. The tea I bought was only $1.20, so bring it. And they really like the ginger one and the sorrel one I brought. And what did I do with the other one? I think I gave that away to someone. So yeah, bring tea, and it doesn't take up space in your bag, and it's cheap, and there are 24 tea bags in there, so it can serve for a lot of people. Don't bother to bring a lot of omiyage that will pack up your bags, like banana chips will pack up your bag. Bustamante drops, which they don't like anyways. They don't like a lot of the snacks we like, but tea works. So bring tea. That is my suggestion to you. So no heels. Okay, this other part. Okay, now listen, Jamaicans. I know you're coming over and you're going to miss your mother food, and you're going to miss the seasoning and the jerk chicken and all these things. But when you pack up your bags with all these seasonings and things, right? And all this bun and not bun, but all this banana chips and stuff, that will only last you for like a month. And you will regret not using that space to put important things like clothes and shoes and deodorant. So do yourself a favor, spend the next 2 weeks or the next 2-3 months enjoying all the Jamaican food, right? Keep it in your head. Try and remember the fondness you have for it, and not bother pack up your bags and stuff. Like small seasonings you can bring curry. That's what I wish I had brought. That's the only seasoning I wish I had brought, curry, because I can't find proper. They have something called curry, which is Japanese curry. It is not West Indian curry or Indian curry, and I miss curry. I could eat a curry goat right now. I miss curry goat, and I miss curry chicken. But next time I go to Osaka, I will find an Indian place and I will get some real curry. So don't pack up with the jerk seasoning and stuff. I mean, yeah, you get to enjoy it for a little, but you'll be here for a year, most of you. It's not going to last, and you really could have used that space in your suitcase for something else. So try not to hold on to Jamaica for too long when you come here. That sounds wrong. No, you know what I mean. Anyways, so don't pack up your bag with foolishness. And speaking of bags, let's go to how many bags you should bring. All right, so let's talk about what I traveled with to get here. Now, this was crazy. All of this was crazy. My laptop bag, a small carry-on. This is actually really small. I don't know if you can see the comparison with the laptop bag. And 2 medium-sized bags. If you are traveling on JetBlue, you get this, and that for free. You have to pay for the additional one, okay? If you're traveling on Singapore Airlines, all of this is free. So that's if you're lucky. Otherwise, you will have, if you travel on different airlines, you have to pay extra. So do yourself a favor and try and pack light. Shipping this bag and that bag to my home in Kainan cost me about 3,000 yen. I'm glad I shipped it because traveling on the JR, Japanese railway, with 3 bags like this would have been suicidal. It really would have been suicidal. Traveling with these 2 bags to get to from the JR to my house almost killed me because it was a 15-minute walk and I was tired and dying already. So do yourself a favor and pack light. Pack clothing, pack the important stuff I told you. This is why I'm saying don't bother to pack up the seasoning and the heels and the heavy stuff. Don't do that to yourself. And make sure you have a small carry-on that can fit clothes just in case these take forever to arrive, because these take a day to arrive when you're already home. So make sure you have all the a bag with all the necessities in there. And my laptop bag is just huge. You probably have a smaller one. So yeah, carrying this through the railways is not going to work. When you arrive, there is no one to help you with your bags. Understood? No one is going to help you. Your company is not going to provide some strong, handsome man to carry your bags for you. You will have to carry all of this. Okay? So that's what I had to do when I arrived in Narita. And it was hard. So don't do that to yourself. Try and pack light. Leave all the heavy stuff behind. Do not kill yourself. Trust me. Don't do it. Now, let's talk budget. I'm going to give you an estimate of what things cost me from when I arrived here, my home. My startup fees for my apartment were about 134,000 yen. That's cheap. That will probably be the lowest that any company will offer anyone, because I was lucky. Super, super lucky. Other people I know on this program and other programs have had to pay like 200 upwards 240,000 for their startup fees, which included key money, insurance, fire insurance, 3 months rent. So you have to make sure you bring that amount. Do not come to Japan and have no money. It doesn't make sense. Most people don't get paid until 2 months in. In Japan, you are paid for your first month of working at the end of the second month you're here. Okay, so that's 2 months without any income. So you have to be able, if you're not the type of person who knows how to budget and handle your money well, don't bother coming here, because you're going to starve to death. I'm just being honest here. Okay, so don't do it. So let's talk about how much money I spent when I arrived in my apartment. Setting up costs, like, you know, household stuff, getting bedding. Let's see. Most people got futons. I didn't get a futon. I'm probably going to need to get one for the winter, but I just got a foam mattress, and that cost about 5,000 yen. So that wasn't bad. Bedding cost about 2,000 yen. The pillow cost about 1,000 yen. That's just my bed, right? I needed hangers. Hangers were kind of cheap. Like, you can go to the Daiso and get them like 5 for 100 yen. That's the other thing. Daiso is your friend. If you're not living near a Daiso, I feel really bad for you. You need to go find one. Daiso, to set up my apartment with household stuff. Simple stuff like forks, plates, hangers. All of that came up to about 3,000 yen. But then you'll have to get toiletries. You'll have to get like soap and disinfectant and what else, pots and pans. That came up to about 10,000 yen. And then I bought a bicycle, because day 2 of living here I realized I can't get around without a bicycle, because I would die, because there's a lot of walking involved. I haven't figured out the bus system yet. Almost 3 months in, I just don't get it. And then there's the railway, so I bought a bicycle. Most some towns have secondhand bike stores that you can get one for 7,000 yen or less. I don't have one. I don't have a secondhand store, so I had to get a brand new bike, which didn't cost too much. I think it was 12,000 yen, and that included the registration fee. If you're buying a bike secondhand from someone who just offers you one, you need to remember to transfer the registration name. If not, if you're caught with that bike and police stop you and it's not in your name, you will be arrested. So bikes are basically, as taking care of a bike is basically the same as taking care of a car. You have to have the registration for it, so don't mess up with that. So I got my bike. What else did I get? I think I just got random stuff. So in all, that cost me about 40,000 yen. And then I got a cell phone, a smartphone, which has saved my life on several occasions, and I recommend everyone gets a smartphone because you need internet access and you need to be able to check train schedules and where you are, location, GPS. You're in a foreign country, this helps. So make sure, I recommend, if you can afford it, to get a smartphone. Luckily Docomo was having a sale, so I got the Samsung S5 for a reasonable price. I think it was like 27, and that included the startup fees and everything. So get a cell phone. So in all, plus like food for the first food till I got till payday and other little stuff expensive, I think I spent about 100,000 yen until the first payday. So you really need to be, if you come here, when they recommend you bring so some companies recommend you bring 5,000 US or 500,000. That's just for safety. That's a safety net. If you bring about 400 or minimum 350, you should be able to get through the first 2 months without a paycheck. But this doesn't include airfare. So airfare was about $1,000. So yeah, if you're moving to Japan, you're probably going to need a minimum of $400,000. Some companies offer loans, which is great. Others don't. So beg, borrow. Nah, I'm not gonna say steal. Beg and borrow. See what you can and pay back people, because it's a great opportunity and a wonderful experience. So I hope this video helps and is informative, and the future Jamaicans in Japan will be able to use it to guide them to prepare properly for the venture over. So good luck, and hope I get to meet some of you soon.